Hey guys, what's up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video. And if this video can hit 400 likes within 24 hours, we're giving away $100 worth of crypto. All that you have to do is press the like button on this video, comment something down below, and have the notification bell on. So guys, it's been a very crazy week in the crypto space, but I want to introduce you guys to some cool things that I found online. And the first thing I want to show you guys here is an interview from Layla Halpern with Tone Vays. Tone Vays is a pretty popular cryptocurrency investor and content creator in actually a lot of different subjects, but he has something very interesting to say about Ripple and XRP. I want to see you guys' opinion on this, and let's quickly watch this. So let's watch from here. She asked a question about if, now that the MoneyGram partnership is allowed, if he has changed his mind about XRP.
About the project in any way, Tone?
No, it really doesn't. To me, Ripple still has a big problem, and that problem is the Ripple token. It has nothing to do with Ripple, the company. It has to do with Ripple, the token, which I believe is totally useless to their own ecosystem. But that token allowed them to make a lot of money, so yeah, they can move that money around in any way they like, including buying into remittance companies, which is a market they want to challenge. And but with the price of Ripple going down, especially versus Bitcoin, the Ripple community has been pretty quiet. And I think over time, the Ripple community is going to realize that even Ripple is going to need to find a way to separate themselves from their own Ripple token, because it just doesn't make sense. So it bothers me, the fact that they have unfair competition versus other blockchains that decided to do the honest thing and not print their own money or securities.
Wow. Just wow. I did not know somebody could be this of this opinion. I actually, wow. I really don't know how he could think this way. I'm so confused with almost everything that he just said. Like, every part of that sounds really strange into my ears. So there's one part where he says that the token is useless. I don't see that. One point where he says that the Ripple/XRP community is not that active anymore. Don't know where he got that from. We're active as ever. What else did he say? Nothing really of importance. That's once. The honest way, some other companies. What are you talking about, dude? So Bitcoin grows in trees and is not printed? ? Oh wait, this is from Dave Jones 02 on Twitter. Oh wait, a G20 nation's worth of electricity is wasted to mint, distribute, and transact in them, which is better because you happen to like Bitcoin. Grow up, Tone Vays. And wow, yeah, it's definitely interesting. What does he say about security? I don't even know, but if you think XP is security, you're funny. You're funny. But here, another article on today's Gazette actually reacts on this, and it goes by this. So, Eric Dadun tackles Tone Vays over a seemingly foul comment about Ripple XRP utilities. Eric Dadun, an early-stage startup investor, has given Tone Vays a well-constructed response over the ill comment he made about Ripple XRP utilities. Tone Vays, in an interview with Blocks Live TV, revealed why he thinks XRP is useless, stressing that the teeming members of its community will soon realize this fact. In response to Vays' sentiment, Dadun said instead of focusing on what is unnecessary, more attention should be drawn to the best Ripple has done and still is doing, in order to see that cryptocurrency is still properly regulated and widely adopted. Read the statement below. So he said, instead of claiming XRP as a security, because it isn't, or that Ripple printed, within quotations, money, they didn't, and complaining about fair, within quotations again, try focusing on the work these professionals are doing to advocate for regulated and widely adopted crypto space. Disclaimer, articles on this platform are not written for financial purposes, and this whole video is not financial advice. It's purely for entertainment purposes only. What he's saying here is, at least that's how I see it, take a look at what Ripple is doing. Take a look at what XRP is used for. Doesn't it sound logical that XRP exists? How could XRP be a thing if XRP were not to exist? And you could see, like, alright, Ripple uses XRP for some type of money things. But then, if you look further than that, every month, 1 billion XRP gets drawn, right? And some people are saying like, oh yeah, Ripple just takes that money and uses it for themselves to fund themselves. But then you start to look at what that all the money in XRP is used for, and you see that it goes to fund the XRP ecosystem. So it's kind of a self investment into itself, because as an example, Spring has already invested 500 million for XRP use cases, which is all just spreading sort of itself by investing its own token. It's kind of strange to explain, but it's really intuitive if you get it. XRP just gets used right now and gets spent to fund itself, so it can be spent more and so it can be used more, and it kind of goes in a circle right there, which is really positive for us early adopters in the crypto space. And I definitely think that XRP is one of my better investments, and I'm not thinking it's useless because there's many use cases. And again, Ripple really spends millions of dollars every month to make XRP not be useless and to make it one of the most useful things out there in the world. It's really crazy how you could say it's useless. I don't understand. I really don't. I'm trying to, but I really don't understand how you could say that is useless. It's so vague to me that I don't take it seriously. Now, CryptoBoss69 on Twitter said, what would you do if you wake up and XRP is $200? What would you do if I post a similar hypothetical that's already been asked 50 times this week? And yes, it is right. This hypothesis has been asked many, many times, and many times people respond to the same way by saying, oh, it's not going to get to $200, or like, oh, XRP, buy a house, buy a jet, whatever, a lot of different things. But what I'm thinking is, if I were to wake up and it would be at $200, I would be extremely happy. That's one, because you would be crazy rich, right? That's one thing. On the contrary, I would really, really be bothered by the fact that I could not have bought more. I think that will haunt me for the rest of my life. Just the fact that I did not buy that extra 10 XRP at any given day that I could have, because 10 XRP is then worth $2,000. Any single XRP that I could have bought right now, and right now, those tips of 5 XRP are not sounding like that much, or 0.01 XRP is not that crazy. But then once it starts to get to $200, it's really some money that we're talking about. And even though this hypothetically is a hypothesis, I mean, it could be that this never happens or happens really far into the future. It is really crazy to think about what you would do if you were to be at that zone of money. And also, what you would do at this point. Let's say you cashed out all your dollars, right? So let's say you're not an advocate for XRP to use in any day things, but you're like you've gained so much with the coin, and you don't have faith in it anymore. You pull out, you go to US dollars. What are you going to do then with your money, right? Because XRP was one of your biggest investments. Let's say you have $1 million right now. What are you going to do to maintain your money and to accumulate more? What are you going to do now? What's your next step? Are you going to invest it back into cryptocurrencies? Are you going to learn how to trade? What are you going to do? Because I find that a very interesting thing, because a lot of people seem to misunderstand how difficult it still can be sometimes, depending on your choices, to maintain wealth and to really actually actively grow it. It's kind of a strange thing, because with $1 million, if you don't do anything with it, you're like, oh, let me put it in my bank account, let it grow with 1% a year. You're going to go broke, because you're going to spend money still, and it's going to go down slowly, piece by piece, and it's not really going to grow. And I would think that if XRP goes to $200 and we wake up at that point, I'm assuming that XRP will be able to be spent at any single place out there. You can go to your local shop. You just, use your XRP to buy something over there and things like that. So you don't need to transfer it anymore to US dollars. At least that's what I'm hoping for this far point in the future. XRP Neo, XRP-Anderson says on Twitter, to be honest, in my mind, I'm already on the beach with a pina colada celebrating my early retirement. And this is, again, what the XRP thought mostly reflects to, that we're going to be able to retire early using this cryptocurrency. And then again, you can make up your opinion about whether this is going to be in US dollars or within XRP coins valued in US dollars. I still think that it's really the goal for any XRP holder to be done within a couple of years here, for the price to really be at one point where we can say, yes, we've made it, we're done. And I also have that mindset already of just being completely chillaxed, not having to worry ever again about financial situations, because you're out there, you're already done, because XRP made you rich. I'm really hoping that will be able to be achieved relatively soon, and I'm happy if anything can be done. But guys, make sure you press the like button on this video if you have not already done so. It really greatly helps out. And also make sure you follow my second channel called Dusty. I'll be posting some other cool content on there soon. Bitpanda GE on Twitter. We can confirm that XRP to Euro will be a trading pair available at the launch of the Bitpanda Global Exchange on August 7th. Not that crazy, I would say, but also really quite positive. A lot of likes, 500 for this. That's really astonishing for Bitpanda, which is not that huge. But as you can see, again, the XRP community is really strong when it comes to exchange listings and these announcements. It just goes like a freaking train in the community. A lot of people like it, and then more people like it because some people liked it, and it goes on and on and on and on. Really quite positive, though, to see how close this community is. Parabolic Bitcoin headed for 30,000, predicts Morgan Creek CEO. Beyond that, Mark Yusko says Bitcoin's path to 100,000 by 2021 is easy. Stocks retraining from records in the past 2 sessions, and Mark Yusko says there could be more downside ahead. Here's why. And that's actually what this whole video is about from CNBC. It's explaining to us how stocks are retraining from records in the past 2 sessions. That's really basically what it's going to. And I think we're in the next parabolic move that will probably take BTC to $30,000 before we get a little correction. And that is mostly because BTC is right now, again, on a move, a dominance run, being the one and only big runner right now in the market. I mean, you can see a few coins out there, but generally the altcoins are bleeding as BTC is preparing for yet another surge. Very positive, very good to see. And also, if you actually want all this information, you want to know what we think about what will happen to Bitcoin and XRP and all of these coins, make sure you check out the Discord. There are some free signals in there, but we're also having a deal for premium signals for $1 the first month. Make sure you check it out. The link is in the description below for Discord. Make sure you check it out. It's really important that you do so, because, you know, we already predicted, and we actually said it out loud for everybody to see, that it's better, most likely, to get out of your altcoin positions and to stay into BTC, because the altcoins are going to bleed and BTC is going to flourish. We actively said this, I believe, yesterday in the chats, so make sure you check it out. It is worth it. You will not regret to check it out, so make sure you do that. Raul GMI on Twitter. Big important threat alert. There is a lot going on in Europe that feels like it's coming to a head soon. Probably the end of summer, the EU economy is in a mild recession, and a lot more stuff can be said about what people are expecting for BTC to happen. But another cool thing that I saw was, as Morgan Creek's Anthony Pompliano points out, not only has Bitcoin been outperforming stocks, but also its chief rival as a store of value, gold. Bitcoin's price appreciated 55% during May, but more interestingly, the asset had a negative correlation to the S&P of 0.9%, so minus 0.9% of course, since it's a negative correlation, and gold 0.8%, again also negative. That means that as the stock and gold became less attractive, Bitcoin was becoming more attractive, which is also quite intuitive to all of us. So yeah. Yusko did not attach a $30,000 time frame, so he did not say when it's going to hit 30,000, but we know it's coming. And here is why altcoins are not pumping as hard as Bitcoin. Pretty obvious to see, because a lot of the altcoin money flows into Bitcoin, and for any big rally to happen, Bitcoin most often rallies first, and then it reflects into the altcoins, and that is exactly how I'm seeing it right now. Again, I'm exactly seeing that the same way as a lot of people like myself here are of this opinion that it takes BTC to run before the rest of the coins run. I think a lot of people are of that opinion, and also added to all of that, it just happens. It just happens most of the time, right? Altcoins are not pumping that big, so people are like, all right, let's go for Bitcoin. And then it goes kind of with a domino effect of people transferring all their US dollars and then also crypto, since they're not getting as much, all into BTC. All added up just makes BTC run, and does all the coins not as much. But guys, that was it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Make sure you press the like button again if you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys all for watching. Make sure you check out the Discord and follow my second channel, Dusty. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody, and have a nice day. What would you do if XRP were to hit $200? Let me know in the comment section down below.